Guten Tag, my good friends. Remember, this is Max Gamble TV. We had promised never to visit Mugu again, though I'm enticed by this. So this is a Passat, looking sleeky again. And remember, for only 340,000 Kenya shillings, you can grab this. So where on earth would you find such a deal? At 350,000 you can get yourself this Pro Box at KCQ. So I consider this not that bad a deal. You can as well just make purchase and make a few repairs to this. So it's not in that bad condition. We can't have access to the interior. So this is selling at 350,000. Dankeschön, Germany, Dankeschön, Germany. Das ist Volkswagen Passat Sein priced 340,000. You must be wondering if the price I mentioned is real or if I'm actually joking with you right now. So that is the actual price, 340,000. You can have the Passat. A Volkswagen Passat 2016 version, looking sleeky, all good. Welcome back, my good friend. We've got hot deals today. We've got a Pro Box at 300,000. We've got Passat at 300,000. We've got an amazing commercial vehicle selling cheaply, all coming soon. Though before that, let's break the monotony and the boredom that could arise. And by that, just an introduction. This is Max Gamble TV, a YouTube channel that you should consider subscribing to. And most of our videos are made from Mombasa, Kenya, as you can see. So you've got 1 second to subscribe. So majorly our videos are on autos, adventure and general lifestyle. Today, before showing you the vehicles that we've got, just to list them, we've got the Volkswagen Passat. We've got 2 Pro Boxes, all selling fairly at 300,000. We've got Odense. The Mark X in our previous video has not been sold yet, so we've got lots of packages coming in. And before showing you that, I considered it wise to show you the Mombasa lifestyle here. So this could be boring, I know, though before the lifestyle, I've got to share with you an experience that I had just in my previous visit to one of the car yards. I was headed to make a video about the auction vehicles at Mogo, and when I got there, I felt that I should not be making the videos any longer. Reason being, a lady came in with the cash. She had a vehicle with Mogo, of course, which had been repossessed, and according to the rules of Mogo, in 21 days, the vehicle shall be sold out. So the lady tells me that she had bought the vehicle 3 years ago at KDD. The pricing, she had made a deposit of 500,000 Kenya shillings and made installments that were totaling to about 400,000 shillings. So the deficit was just 89,000. So she came later, however, after the elapse of the 21 days. And she was there ready to make payments for the remaining amount. Unfortunately, she was informed that the vehicle had been sold out. So there she was, broken down and crying. So such cases exist, which could at times be discouraging for any car buyers who do the auction vehicles, either the buyer or the original owner. However, the best course of action, according to my advice, was to have him compensated. From my own perspective, having referred her to the small claims. So if you ever find yourself in such a situation, the court is always open for you. You can visit the courts and get to the small claims. Small claims is a civil department within the courts that deals with the civil cases. So that is mainly for compensation purposes. Dankeschön, Germany, Dankeschön, Germany. That will be the quote of the day. So in such a scenario, you don't have to visit the police themselves. So go to the court direct, ask for the small claims department, have them informed of your grievances, let them know that you need compensation from the auction firm, and the legal procedure will be followed, from which I guess you shall be served well in a period of 14 days. The company with their lawyers will have to be summoned and explain what actually transpired. And if suppose you win the case, you shall be compensated. So remember in the scenario mentioned, the lady just got a balance of 89,000, which is heartbreaking if the vehicle is sold out for a balance of 89,000. And as a car reviewer and perhaps an online salesperson, I also felt touched. I felt that should I really continue doing this? All same, I'm just a salesperson linking potential buyers to the sellers. So just to be aware, the small claims often got a limit beyond which they can't investigate, or rather they can't. Though however, the moment you get to the civil department at the court, your case will be heard and you'll be best advised. So be advised of instance similar cases. Feel free to directly visit the courts. Don't go to any police since they'll not help you, as such is not a criminal case. Indeed, of course it is a civil case. And just to be clear, why the civil case and not the police? Okay, the intention here is to have you compensated. For the case of this lady, she's made a payment of 900,000. She's got a deficit, a balance of 90,000. The car is sold out to an individual at, let's say, the exact price, quote unquote, was 800,000. So that is the second buyer buys it at 800,000. However, the lady had made 900,000. So generally, there has to be a compensation that occurs here. There has to be a compensation. Dankeschön, Germany, Dankeschön, Germany, the quote of the day. So today, in our previous video, I had taught you a little of German, and as you know, Germany is currently looking for skilled workers, with Kenya currently having signed a bilateral labor agreement with Germany. So you have to be conversant with the German language, and this is one of the channels that likewise keeps you updated and informed of the German language. For today, the new German vocabulary will be Guten Tag, that I commonly use. Guten Tag is good evening, Guten Morgen is good morning, and Guten Nacht. Guten Nacht simply means good night. And if you need to say I love you, you've got to say Ich liebe dich. Ich liebe dich, where ich means I, liebe is love, dich you, Ich liebe dich. If you'd wish to say subscribe, you'd say abonnieren. Zoom, Max Gamble, YouTube, Fehanzi Kanal. So you've got to know the numbering before knowing the pricing of the vehicle. So 1 to 10, we'd mention 0 being a null, 1 being eins, 2 being zwei, 3 being drei, 4 being vier, 5 being fünf, 6 being sechs, 7 being sieben, 8 being acht, 9 being neun, 10 being zehn. In our next video, we'll be numbering from 11 to 100. However, let's get back to our today's car review session at Mogo. Subscribe and stay tuned. Guten Tag, my good friends. Remember, this is Max Gamble TV. We had promised never to visit Mogo again, though I'm enticed by this. So this is a Passat, looking sleeky again, and remember, for only 340,000 Kenya shillings you can grab this. So where on earth would you find such a deal for 340,000, all looking sleeky? That is to the exterior. Let's have a display to the rear. To the rear, perfect. The Passat got a perfect boot space, and the ground clearance is likewise fair. To the rear, this is more than 15 centimeters. We've got perfect alloy rims that makes the vehicle best suspended. From the front, you welcomed by a perfect display of the dashboard here, rather of the bumpers. We've got amazing fog lights here, the LED daytime running lights, the fog lights in position. We further got the parking sensors, which makes this vehicle one of the best deals. From here you can notice the ground clearance is that fair, thus best for any roads. So at 340,000 Kenya shillings, so where on earth will you find such a deal at 340,000? So remember, this is a Passat selling from Umogo. So if you're interested in this, you can have me a comment for directions. So this is a 2016 version of the Passat. The engine capacity is at around 1400 cc or 1395 cc. So red in color, and it's of course a sedan. So the actual pricing, you all know the actual pricing can't be at 340,000. So the actual pricing is at 1.7 million Kenya shillings. However, you can make a deposit of 340,000 and make monthly deposits. You can make monthly deposits of 169,000 monthly for a year, or 109,000 monthly for a year. So I consider this one of the best of deals here. So that is for the Passat. And the deal here is the Camry. So instead of paying 1.9 million for a Camry, we've got you covered. Mogo got you covered with a 630,000 Camry, or rather you can make a deposit of 126,000 for this deal. So this is likewise looking in a perfect condition. That is according to my opinion. The front looks good. The LED running lights, daytime running lights, the fog lights, all in position. So this is likewise a sedan, looking sleek here again. The alloy rims are looking perfect. So if interested in this, down in the comment section. However, this is a disclaimer. It's advisable to have your disclaimer. You've got to pay to honor your pricing, your payment methods, and I advise that you make payments in cash if you're suppose interested in this. With a deposit of 212,000, you can have yourself the Voxy. So the Voxy is selling at 1 million Kenya shillings. However, you can make a deposit, a monthly deposit of, you can make an initial deposit of 212 million, and make a yearly monthly payment of 100,000 and the yearly monthly payment of 69,000 for 2 years. So this is likewise a hot deal for today. So at 370,000 with a deposit of 74,000, you can drive the Odense. So Odense, this is KCE. So this is likewise looking good. So at 360,000, you can have that. So there's a notion that making a deal with the Mogo is equivalent to making a deal with the devil himself. I'm not here for that reason, and this notion is often there because immediately you make delays in payments, they will always come for your vehicle. So the best option is, the best way forward is make your payment prior, and suppose you're not in a position of making any payments, be aware that in the 21st day from the day that your vehicle got impounded, remember to honor your payment. So this is Passat looking sleek again. So selling at 1.7 million. This is one of the best of deals anyone should go for. In normal pricing, the normal market price for Passat is at 2.7 million Kenya shillings. Like for this, which is going for 1.7 million Kenya shillings, a deposit of 340,000 is also acceptable. Now, many people love Toyota and the Premio. So this Premio will soon be on auction at KCB. So this likewise looks good, well maintained. For now, it is not on sale. However, at the elapse, so what Mogo does at the elapse of 21 days, suppose you've not honored your payment agreement, your car will be resold. Your car will be sold out. So it's advisable to stick to the payment plans. However little the balance could be, let it be 10,000, 5,000. Your car will be auctioned out. Suppose you don't honor that in 21 days. So that is a tip. So this one is looking sleeky again, and in 21 days time it shall be of course on auction. So that is a disclaimer to any individual who owns a vehicle that is funded by loan and delaying with the payments. So that is a deal with the Mogo. So this one is likewise looking good. So this Pro Box is not on sale yet, though it will be on sale anytime from now. Looking good. So all this time the Mark X has not been sold out yet. The Mark X is selling at with the KCC, it's selling at 680,000. If interested, make a visit to here and make payments 680,000. So 550,000 Kenya shillings can earn you Suzuki. So Suzuki is likewise looking good from the exterior. Alternatively, you can make a deposit of 110,000 Kenya shillings. Monthly you can pay 55,000 for 1 year or 37,000 for 2 years. So that is for the Suzuki. We've mentioned about the Voxy, looking perfect again. Just a reminder on the pricing. So this is at 1.1 million. You can make 212,000 deposit. So looking good again. So this goes for 650,000 with a deposit of 130,000. You can grab yourself that. So this is not on sale yet. This one is selling at this Nissan is selling at 420,000. So this only requires cash. There's no deposit attached to that. So that is to the exterior. Looking good again. To my right you've got step gain, and you've got ISIS to my left. So the step gain is selling at 1 million Kenya shillings, or a deposit of 210,000. Monthly you can pay 100,000 for a year, or 68,000 monthly for 2 years. So that is for step gain. Then for the ISIS, the pricing at KDC. Guten Tag, my good friends. A very beautiful day indeed this is. Remember, I promised never to visit Mugo again until I met this. I got enticed by a hot deal here. So this is Passat selling cheaply, KDM, and the normal pricing to this in the current market is always about 2.7 million Kenya shillings. So this is the 2016 version of the Passat, red in color. And the engine capacity is at let's say 1400 cc, perfect looking, and you'll be surprised by the pricing for today. So this is Mogo again. So remember, these are vehicles on auction. So shortly I'll be displaying the pricing of every other vehicle, but we've got to start with the Volkswagen Passat. So these are we've mentioned being a sedan, of course, looking sleeky. From the rear you can notice an amazing display here, perfect boot room. We will have a display of the interior. From here you can notice an amazing suspension here. The alloy rims are perfect, with a perfect ground clearance of about to the rear, ground clearance of about 15 centimeters. To the sides you can notice the Passat looks all sleek again. The number plate is at KDM, and to the front we introduced by a perfect display of the LED lights. So you've got parking sensors, the fog lights in position, which makes this a clean deal, of course. So you must be wondering about the pricing to this. The pricing to this is at 1.7 million Kenya shillings. So you can, however, make a deposit of 340,000 Kenya shillings, or monthly, to be paid in monthly installments for a period of 2 years. You can make a purchase for a period of 2 years. You can deposit 109,000 monthly, and for a period of 1 year you can deposit 160,000 monthly. So this is one of the best of deals so far I've noted, though however I've got a disclaimer on this. So you've got to honor your payment modes. You've got to ensure that you make payments. You've got to make payments in cash, and never fail to default your payment. Guten Morgen, my good friends. A very beautiful day indeed this is. We're making again a visit to Mogo. Remember, I promised not to visit Mogo again, though I got enticed by a deal here on